Welcome to my channel, Practice English with Ease. Let me ask you something important. Have you ever said to yourself, I will never succeed, and truly believed it? Have you ever looked at your life, your English, your confidence, or your dreams and thought, this is not for me. I will never change. If yes, you are not alone. Millions of people stop their own growth with just one word, never. But here is the truth. The phrase, never say never, is not just a nice sentence. It is a powerful mindset that can completely change the way you think, feel, and live. Many people don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they close the door on themselves too early, and most of the time they don't even realize they are doing it. In this video, you will learn how one small change in thinking can unlock confidence, growth, and success in your life. We will go step by step in simple English so everyone can understand and learn. I will share ideas, examples, and lessons that can help you see yourself in a new way. There are 4 powerful chapters in this video, and each one builds on the last, like steps leading you forward. So stay with me till the end, because this message may change how you see yourself forever. Chapter 1. Words are very powerful. They may look small, but they carry big meaning inside them. One word can lift you up, and one word can push you down. Today, we are going to talk about one very dangerous word that many people use every day without thinking. That word is never. When you say never, it sounds final. It sounds like the end. It sounds like there is no future, no change, no second chance. When someone says, I will never succeed, the mind hears it as a strong command. It feels permanent, like a locked door. And the problem is, most people don't even realize how often they say this word to themselves. They use it casually, but the mind takes it seriously. Think about some common sentences people say, especially English learners. You may have said them too. I will never speak English fluently. I will never be confident. I will never change my life. These sentences may sound normal, but they are quietly shaping your belief. Every time you repeat them, your brain listens. The brain is like a recorder. It records what you tell it again and again. It does not argue with you. It does not say, are you sure? It simply accepts your words as truth. So when you keep saying never, your brain starts believing that there is no point in trying. It slowly reduces your effort, your courage, and your hope. Here is something very important to understand. Your mind listens to you more than it listens to anyone else. Other people may criticize you or doubt you, but the most powerful voice is your own inner voice. If that voice keeps saying, I can't, I'm not good enough, or I will never improve, then your mind will follow that direction. This is how people hurt themselves without knowing it. They don't fail because they are weak. They fail because their words slowly teach them to stop trying. This realization can be emotional because many people suddenly understand, I am not broken. I have just been talking to myself in the wrong way. Now here is the good news. If words can break you, words can also build you. You don't need to change your whole life in one day. You only need to change one word. Instead of saying never, start saying not yet. This small change is very powerful. I will never speak English becomes I cannot speak English well yet. I will never be confident becomes I am not confident yet. Can you feel the difference? Never closes the door. Not yet leaves the door open. It tells your brain that growth is possible. It tells your mind to keep looking for solutions. Let's look at simple daily life examples. Imagine you are learning English. You try to speak, but you make mistakes. Someone laughs or you feel embarrassed. If you say, I will never speak good English, your mind will protect you by making you avoid speaking. But if you say, I'm learning, I'm not good yet, your mind stays active. You keep trying. The same is true for confidence. Confidence is not something you are born with. It grows through action. If you say, I will never be confident, you stop taking chances. But if you say, I'm improving slowly, you give yourself permission to grow. Even habits work the same way. Saying, I will never change, keeps you stuck. Saying, I'm changing step by step, keeps you moving. Let me share a short real-life story. There was a man who failed many times in his life. He failed exams. He failed interviews. He failed businesses. People around him said, this is not for you, give up. But he never said never to himself. He kept saying, I didn't succeed this time, but I learned something. Every failure taught him a lesson. Years later, he finally succeeded, not because he was lucky, but because he stayed in the game. Many successful people are not the smartest or the fastest. They are simply the ones who refuse to close the door on themselves. Think of your journey like a long hallway with many doors. When you say never, you slam the door shut and walk away. When you say not yet, you leave the door slightly open. That small opening is hope, and hope is powerful. Hope gives you energy to take one more step, one more try, one more day. Saying never ends the journey before it truly begins. Saying not yet keeps the journey alive. So let's end this chapter with a clear message. Be careful with the words you use when you talk to yourself. They are not harmless. They are instructions to your mind. From today, try to catch yourself when you say never. Pause, breathe, and change it. Replace it with not yet. This simple habit can change how you feel, how you act, and how far you go in life. And remember this as we move forward. Today does not decide tomorrow. Your future is still being written, and it starts with the words you choose today. Chapter 2. Many people believe their present situation is their final destination. They look at their life today and think, this is it. They say things like, I am too weak to change. I started too late. Or, my past decides my future. These thoughts feel very real, especially when life has been hard for a long time. When you fail again and again, it is easy to believe that nothing will ever change. But here is an important truth you must understand. Life is not fixed. Your situation is not permanent, and your future is not decided by your past unless you allow it to be. Let me say this clearly and simply. Change starts the moment belief changes. The moment you stop saying, "This is how my life will always be," and start saying, "This is how my life is right now," something powerful happens inside you. You stop seeing your situation as a prison and start seeing it as a starting point. Many people don't fail because they lack talent or intelligence. They fail because they believe they are already defeated. And if you are watching this and feeling stuck, tired, or lost, this message is for you. You are not alone, and you are not finished. Let's look at a simple real-life example. Imagine a person who starts from zero. No money, no confidence, no special skills. Every day feels slow. Progress is small. Some days feel useless. But this person keeps learning a little, improving a little, and trying again. After 1 month, nothing big changes. After 1 year, the change is small but real. And after several years, that person is living a completely different life. People then say, "You are lucky." But the truth is, that person never believed their beginning was the end. They allowed time and effort to do their work. Think of yourself like a seed planted in the ground. When you put a seed in the soil, you don't see anything at first. Days pass, weeks pass. It looks like nothing is happening. But under the ground, something powerful is taking place. Roots are growing. Strength is building. The seed is preparing itself to become a tree. If you dig it up too early and say, "Nothing is happening," you destroy the process. In the same way, your growth may be invisible right now, but that does not mean it is not real. Growth often happens in silence. This is why patience is so important. Many people quit too early because they expect fast results. They think if change doesn't come quickly, it will never come. But real change takes time. Confidence takes time. Skill takes time. Healing takes time. And that is okay. You are not late. You are not slow. You are just growing in your own time. Every day gives you a new chance to try again, to think differently, and to take one small step forward. Here is a thought that may bring you relief. Your story is not over. What you see today is just one page, not the whole book. Many people who are successful today once felt exactly like you feel now. They felt lost. They felt behind. They felt unsure. But they kept going because they believed tomorrow could be different. And tomorrow became different because they didn't stop. Let's end this chapter with empowerment. You are not your past mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not the labels people gave you. You are the decision you make today to continue, to learn, and to believe in change. The moment you stop letting your past control your future, you take your power back. And as we move forward, remember this. Even if you change your thinking, the world around you may not change immediately. People and places can still feel limiting. And that is exactly what we will talk about next. How your environment and external pressure do not get to decide who you become. Chapter 3. Many people feel limited not because of who they are, but because of where they are. They live in environments that do not support growth. Maybe the people around them are negative. Maybe family members don't believe in their dreams. Maybe friends laugh, doubt, or say things like, "Be realistic," or "This is not possible for people like us." Some places are full of fear-based thinking. People are scared to try, scared to fail, and scared to change. When you hear this every day, your expectations become smaller. Slowly, without noticing, you start lowering your dreams to match your surroundings. But here is a very important truth. Your environment can influence you, but it does not own you. It can shape your thoughts if you allow it, but it cannot control your future unless you give it permission. Many people stay stuck not because they lack ability, but because they believe the limits around them are their own limits. And that belief is what we need to break. Let me share a powerful story. There was a boy who grew up in a poor neighborhood. His school was weak. His teachers didn't expect much from him. People around him believed that success only belonged to others, not to them. But this boy had one strong belief. He believed that learning could change his life. He read books. He listened to lessons. He worked quietly while others gave up. Years later, he left that environment and built a better life. The place did not change him. He changed himself first. Stories like this exist everywhere, even if they are not always famous. And maybe this story feels familiar to you. If you are watching this and thinking, "This sounds like my life," I want you to know something. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. Many people feel trapped by their environment. Feeling stuck does not mean you are stuck forever. It simply means you are aware. And awareness is the first step toward change. Now let's understand something clearly. There are two worlds in your life, the outer world and the inner world. The outer world is your city, your family, your job, your situation. You cannot always change these things quickly, but the inner world is your thoughts, your beliefs, your attitude. And this world is always in your control. When your inner world becomes strong, the outer world slowly loses its power over you. Think of it like this. Imagine a dark room. The room feels scary and uncomfortable. But the moment you turn on a small light, the darkness starts to disappear. The light does not fight the darkness. It simply shines. In the same way, when you build belief inside yourself, fear and doubt slowly lose their power. You don't need to fix everything outside. You need to strengthen what is inside. This is where self-belief begins. Growth always starts from within. Before your life changes, your thinking changes. Before your situation improves, your mindset improves. Start telling yourself simple truths. Say, "I can grow anywhere." Say, "My environment does not define me." These words may feel small, but repeated daily, they become strong. Your mind believes what you tell it consistently. Another important lesson is silent progress. You don't need to explain your dreams to everyone. Not everyone will understand, and that is okay. Some people talk too much and do nothing. Others stay quiet and build something powerful. Let your actions speak later. Protect your energy. Use it to learn, practice, and improve, even if no one is clapping for you yet. Let's end this chapter with confidence. You are bigger than where you are. You are bigger than the opinions around you. You are bigger than the fear in your environment. Your potential is not locked to a place, a person, or a situation. It lives inside you. And when you decide to grow, nothing around you can stop that growth for long. In the next chapter, we will talk about how small daily actions can turn this inner strength into real results, and how tiny steps can slowly change your entire life. Chapter 4. Many people believe success comes from one big moment, one lucky day, one perfect opportunity, one powerful decision that changes everything at once. So they wait. They wait for motivation. They wait to feel ready. They wait for confidence to arrive. And while they wait, nothing changes. This is one of the biggest myths in life. Success does not come from one big moment. It comes from many small moments repeated again and again. And this is where the word never starts to lose its power. Let me introduce you to a simple but life-changing idea. Tiny efforts done daily can change everything. You don't need to study English for 3 hours a day. You don't need to completely change your life overnight. You don't need to become perfect. You only need 5 minutes a day. One small habit. One small action. That is enough to start. Small actions feel easy, so your mind does not fight them. And because they feel easy, you can repeat them. And repetition is where the magic happens. Think about this powerful metaphor. Imagine an ice cube sitting on a table in a cold room. The temperature is -5 degrees. Nothing happens. You increase the temperature slowly. -4, -3, -2. Still nothing. The ice cube looks the same. Then the temperature reaches 0 degrees and suddenly the ice starts to melt. Now ask yourself this question. Was it the 0 degree that caused the change? Or was it all the small temperature changes before that moment? Growth works the same way. Your small daily efforts are changing you quietly, even when you don't see results yet. This is the moment many people feel emotional relief. They realize they don't need to be perfect. They don't need to do everything. They just need to keep going. Many people quit because they think, if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. But perfection is not the goal. Consistency is. Small actions repeated every day are more powerful than big actions done once. Motivation comes and goes, but habits stay. Let's look at simple examples. Imagine practicing English for 10 minutes every day. 10 minutes feels small, but in 1 month, that is 5 hours. In 1 year, that is more than 60 hours of practice. That is real progress. Or imagine reading 5 pages of a book every day. In 1 year, you finish many books without stress. Or think about self-discipline. Putting your phone away for 15 minutes a day may not feel impressive, but over time, it builds focus, confidence, and control. Small things done daily become big things later. Here is a very important truth. You become what you repeat. If you repeat learning, you become a learner. If you repeat effort, you become disciplined. If you repeat excuses, you become stuck. Your identity is not something fixed. It is something you build through daily actions. You don't wake up one day confident. You build confidence by doing small, brave things again and again. You don't suddenly become successful. You become successful by repeating small, smart choices. This is why you must start before feeling ready. Many people say, I will start when I feel confident. But confidence comes after action, not before. You don't need to trust the whole journey. You only need to trust the next small step. Say to yourself, I don't feel ready, but I will do it anyway. That one sentence can change your life. Self-trust grows when you keep promises to yourself, even small ones. Now let's bring everything together. The word never feels strong, but it is weak against daily effort. Never cannot survive when you show up every day. Never disappears when you take one small step again and again. You don't defeat never with big dreams. You defeat never with daily action. 5 minutes today, 5 minutes tomorrow, and 5 minutes the day after that. Let's end this chapter with hope and strength. Your future is not built in one day. It is built day by day. You don't need a dramatic story. You need a daily one. Believe in tomorrow, not because tomorrow is perfect, but because tomorrow gives you another chance to try. Never say never. Say, I will do a little today, and then do it again tomorrow. That is how lives change. That is how confidence grows. And that is how you quietly become the person you once thought you could never be. Before this video ends, let me say this from the heart. If this video helped you even a little, if it made you think differently, or if it gave you a small spark of hope, then it has done its job. You are not here by accident. You are here because you want to grow, learn, and become better than yesterday. And that decision matters more than you know. If you felt value in these words, please like this video. It helps this message reach more people who may need it right now. And if you want to keep learning English in a simple, calm, and encouraging way, subscribe to Practice English with Ease. This channel is not just about language. It is about growth, confidence, and clarity in life, one small step at a time. I would also love to hear from you. Comment below and tell me one thing you will stop saying never about. It could be English. It could be confidence. It could be your dreams. When you write it down, you make a promise to yourself, and that is powerful. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Your time and attention truly matter. More simple English lessons, real-life ideas, and life-changing messages are coming very soon. Until then, remember this: never say never. Your journey is just beginning.